Well, are you constantly responding to the emergencies in life, always swatting at bees instead of simply moving away from the hornet's nest? This morning, author Heather Cook of Cook Milestones is here to help us all be that better version of ourselves. And I think that sounds like a great idea. Always fun to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I love all your analogies because they make perfect sense.
Yeah, we get really good at swatting those bees away, and we're like, well, I haven't been stung that much.
Right.
So you'll just stay there and keep swatting those bees. And so if you give that example, you instantly know, yeah, move away from the hornet's nest.
Which is easy
in
to
life,
say.
if you apply that to relationships or work environments or other things that are triggers for you or something nagging or negative in your life, you just linger by the hornet's nest. Why do we do that?
Why do we do that?
I think often we are so reactive in our life and we're so busy, we can only see the emergency and we don't even realize there's a hornet's nest beside us. And a good example is, you know, if you have a headache, you take medicine. Okay, no big deal. You have another headache, you take medicine again, no big deal. But over time, if you keep having a headache, at some point you need to say, why am I having a headache? Because that's the hard stuff. It's easy to take medicine, it's easy to deal with the emergency, but you don't fix the problem. And so you have to do the hard stuff, and that's what we have to be honest with ourselves. And I think that's where we don't want to be. We want to live in denial. We want to live in denial that there's a hornet's nest behind us. And you know, there's an old fable about the ogre and the babies in the river.
Oh, yes.
And so one day, someone in the village sees a baby in the river, and they're like, oh my gosh, let's go get the baby out of the river. If everyone would do that. The next day, 2 babies are down the river, and then there's more babies. And so guess what they do? They immediately rally volunteers to come get babies out of the water. They're responding to the emergency. What they need to do is think, why are babies in the river? Right. Let's go kill the ogre.
Let's get rid of the ogre.
And so that's the core problem. But so often we rally and we give and we focus on this emergency because it's what's right in front of us, when really there's something bigger, some root cause that's really what we need to tackle.
So it sounds like really pause is essential, and identifying, which can be, you know, it's like, when do you want to take the blinders off and really acknowledge the problem?
It's hard to be honest with yourself. It's very easy to say, well, those people need to start doing that differently.
Exactly.
It's easy.
Step
but
away.
Yeah, but you have a hard time actually acknowledging it with yourself. And so whatever you probably know there's something lingering in your life. What is that? And you have to be honest with yourself. Okay, I don't need to start dealing with the symptoms anymore. I have got to start chipping away at this root cause. And that's short-term versus long-term. It's easy to do short-term things. You have short-term goals. We even talk on this show about, okay, if you can do 5 minutes, or if you can, you know, just do little pieces at a time, those small starts will get you to the end goal. We talk about the short-term. But if something is really affecting you in a big way, you can only look at it from a long-term version, or you're not going to fix it.
And so the baby steps, which we talk about a lot on the show, if we can identify them and maybe just set those little goals to at least help us make progress, we may, once we start seeing the results, it's a little bit easier then to keep walking.
Well, at some point, if you've dealt with the emergency for so long, you've convinced yourself that you've handled it. And so we're really good, at least women are very good at convincing themselves they've got it and putting on the face that they, you know, we are superheroes, and we are. And so then, therefore, we present that to the world, when really, inside, we need some help.
I know. A lot of help. Call in the reinforcements. And so on your website, and you do a lot of these great videos, just so folks know, the milestones, all of these great bits of information really can add up to some life-changing results.
Sure, we talked about a moment is fleeting. And so what moments are you choosing to collect that end up at a milestone? So if you have a bad day, let it go. If you have a great day, bring it with you, because over time, what you choose to bring with you in every decision that you make, that puts you where you are. And so it's your choice. And it's so hard sometimes because it's easy to be negative. It's easy to just succumb to everything that's happening, and it's like hard. Life has been hard.
Yeah.
We are in almost like a grieving state of what's happened to us. So yeah, and so it's easy to instantly go there. But what are you taking with you? Has there been anything positive that you can take with you, so you lead to this milestone like, yeah, look what we survived, and look how grateful I am. Like, you can have the same thing happen and it be a different perspective.
A lot of silver linings. I think
you
we're
can find
all
them.
treasuring. Yes, exactly. Well, we're going to hold them and take them with us. If you would like more information, you can always check out her website, cookmilestones.com. Love it. Great to have you on the show.
Thanks.
We'll be right back.